Hi all, good morning. So welcome to the SQL training course. Uh, this is a quick agenda of the topics which we'll be covering in this course. We'll start from scratch. No prerequisite is needed to attend this course. So from scratch, we will be covering till the advanced concepts of SQL, like aggregate functions and then set operators, joins, window functions, and strengths. From basic till advanced, we'll be covering all the concepts. This course will be of around 40 hours, that is approx 1 month. And these are the set of conceptual questions which we'll be discussing during this course. As far as my introduction is concerned, I am Mohammad Tanveer Khan. I have around 15 years of experience in the IT industry, working in the data analyst, business analyst, and data related job profiles. So I have explained you about the syllabus, and the timing is like Monday to Friday, morning 7 to 9 a.m. IST. Let me write it again. Monday to Friday, 7 to 9 a.m. IST. Is the font visible? Okay.
Yes,
Course,
Tanvir, it's visible.
Yeah, it is.
good. Okay, great. Course duration will be 1 month, and after each and every class, we'll be sharing recording with you. In case if you miss any class, you can go to the recording. The session is purely interactive. It means you have full freedom to ask question at any point of time. After each and every class, we will be sharing assignments and classroom notes as well. Okay. So you'll be getting approx 250 assignment questions. And again, like you have to, if you're getting extra anywhere in the assignment question, you can ask during the class. Sometimes what happens, the participants, they don't get enough time to work on the assignments during the course. So even if the course is over, and if you're working on assignment questions, or if you're working in project, if you're getting stuck somewhere, you can ask questions at any point of time. The recording validity is 2 years once the course is completed. So it is 2025 April. So by end of April, the course will be completed. So 2025 plus 2, it means till 2027 April end, we will be having access to the recording. We will give you recording access for next 2 years. Any question before I proceed further? And those who are listening me on YouTube, so this is my contact number. You can connect with me if you're interested to join the course. Now, who are the target? Yeah, any question?
Hi Mohammed. So I've
Yeah,
recently joined. So could you just repeat what you have said?
sure. Nothing else. Just right now I started. I was telling like this is the syllabus. So we'll start from scratch. Even if you don't know anything about SQL, or if you're from non-technical background, that is fine. Everything will be from scratch. Like what is data, what is a table, what are the records. Okay, we'll start from scratch, and then we'll be covering till the advanced as well. From basic till advanced. Like you could see, like we have aggregate operation, the basic operators we have. Then we have different clauses, different written delete drop truncates, set operators, joins. I'm getting background noise. May I request to go on mute, please? Then you have window function, constraints. So all those things will be covered. And then I explained about the timing in this Monday to Friday morning, 7 to 9 a.m. IST. 2 hours. In between, we'll be taking a break of 10 to 15 minutes. And the course duration will be of 1 month. And the recording after each and every class, we'll be sharing recording on our Google Drive. We'll give you access. So after each and every class, we'll be sharing with you recording, classroom notes, assignments, and the Excel workbook. Recording access will be for 2 years. So if I'm telling Excel workbook, so see, like this is how we cover the class. Suppose if I'm teaching you a particular concept, suppose this is a particular query, if it is getting executed, how this is getting executed by the SQL engine. That is the main thing which you have to understand in this course. That's why this course is not theoretical. I don't have PPT. Yeah, I will run through the PPT. If I will start any topic, directly we will jump into the hands-on. So from that hands-on examples, I will try to explain the concept. I'm showing you for some other evening batch how it works. So suppose if I'm teaching order by, so this is the output. So how this query is getting executed at the backend. So these all things will be shared with you. So during the class, you don't have to make a note of anything. Everything will be shared after each and every class. That's what I covered so far. Do you have any question? Anyone? Okay. Target audience, data engineers, data analyst, SQL or ETL developer, business analyst, those who are working in the business intelligence side, that is Power BI developer or Tableau, and then ETL tester. So these job profiles, like SQL is a bread and butter. You cannot survive without SQL. So especially those who are targeting for these job profiles, this course will be helpful to you. Okay. Now coming to your expectation, may I know why you want to join this course? What are your expectations? I want the session to be interactive. Please feel free and ask question, whatever you have. What are your expectations from this course? Why you want to join this course?
Hi, Mohammed.
Yeah, hi.
So, yeah, my expectation is like that I'm into the healthcare sector. So, I like
Uh-huh.
to switch into the analytical domain, data analytical domain. So, I'll be expecting
Okay.
that from learning this course. So, I'll be
Uh-huh.
having a handful of experiences, handful of skills, handful of knowledge that will be help me to smoothen my
Uh-huh.
transition into the analytical domain.
Good. So one thing, like if you're planning for data analyst, so generally the questions are asked from SQL, then Python, Power BI, and Advanced Excel. So if I'm telling like this is the target audience, so I'm not claiming that just by learning SQL, you can crack the role of data analyst. If you're planning for data analyst, SQL, Python, Power BI, and Advanced Excel. And I know many of you are joining for data analyst only. So just I want to make it clear to those who are planning to join for data analyst course, because our academy provides the complete data analytics course as well. So we are starting with SQL. Once the SQL is completed, then we will add you in the Python batch, then Power BI, then Advanced Excel. Okay. And if you're regularly attending classes, working on my assignment, so it will be more than enough. Hope I answered the question. And please don't think anyone can from the non-technical. I'll be able to understand or not. Don't worry about it. This is from the scratch. Okay. And if you
That
have any question, yeah.
Yeah, that was my question. Get I'm not from the background of analytical or you can say engineering, so I'll be able
Hmm.
to understand those terminologies and terms and methodologies.
I'm taking that guarantee. I'm taking that full guarantee. Just you have to attend the classes regularly. And that is why the session is purely interactive. We will never ask participants to ask question at the end of the session. You have full freedom to ask any question any number of times during the session. Okay. And I'm very much sure anyone who is from the non-technical, you can understand it easily. But the thing is, you have to attend the classes regularly and you should work on the assignments. Then this will help you. Okay. Have I answered the question, Gaurav?
Just a just last thing.
Yes.
As of I'm currently working profession, so
Hmm.
actually my timing is from 8 to 5. So the
Five.
time is
Okay.
like having crunch like that.
Hmm.
So
See,
how I
many times we get the similar request. So in that case, what you can do, like you can, means if you think that you are traveling or something, you can connect, what I can say, like through your mobile as well. And after the session, we share recording. So you can go through the recording. That is one of the options that you can do.
okay.
Is that clear? Have I answered your question? Are you asking something else?
No, that's all.
Okay,
Thanks.
good. Any other question, anyone? No problem.
Hi Tanvi.
Yeah, hi. Please tell me, Lakshmikant.
Yeah, this is Lakshmikant. As I have experience in the healthcare domain industry for the 7 years,
Mm-hmm.
so right now I'm working through the data science team. Like we are the partners of data science team. So that is
Mm-hmm.
the main expectations to learn this SQL right now. So I want to know
Mm-hmm.
from scratch and to the end of this SQL. Tanvir.
So, sorry, what you want to know?
I want to learn this SQL from the scratch to end.
Hmm. That's what we are giving you full guarantee. It's from scratch. Okay, and again, I'm like telling this, okay, if anyone, yeah, and you forgot that you are from the non-technical. This is for everyone. I'm telling. Forget it. I'm taking that full responsibility. You just attend the classes regularly. You will understand each and everything, and that's why we have kept the session interactive. Hence, if you have any question, you ask any number of times. Okay, that's what we can do from our end. And if you're planning for data science, data analyst, business intelligence, so all these job profiles, AI, ML, you cannot survive without a skill. I think you all know, you know this, right? You check any job description on Naukri or LinkedIn, they're asking for a skill. Okay. Any other question?
Yes, Tanvir. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, fine then. Let's start. If you have any question, you please ask. Okay. So,
I'm hello.
any question, Gaurav? Yeah, Gaurav. Yeah.
What you are expecting from us?
Ah, good question. Very good question. If you're really serious, I'm telling this to everyone. If you're really serious, okay, and one thing I want to make it crystal clear, without SQL, it's very difficult to survive in the IT industry these days. Those who are from the non-technical, I'm not sure they will agree or not, but those who are working in the IT industry maybe for 3, 4 years or more than that, they will agree with me. So if you're really serious, just my request is to attend the classes regularly. Generally, what I miss in any batch, in the beginning, you will be having a lot of energy, you will attend the classes, and after a few classes, you will start skipping it. That will not work. Point number one. Point number two, please work on the assignments because whatever I'll be covering during the class, that is only 10 to 20 percentage. The main thing, the main learning will come when you will start working on the assignments. And I totally understand that you will be having a lot of personal and professional commitments. So it's not possible that daily you can work on 10 assignment questions. On an average, we share 10 assignment questions on a daily basis. So that's why we are telling at least try to solve 2 questions on a daily basis, at least 3 questions on a daily basis, but it should be continuous. Okay. And that's why we have given this provision, even if the course is over, suppose by end of April, the course will be over and you have not completed the assignment. After that, you are still working on the assignment. So we are providing you lifetime support, which means even if the course is over and if you're getting stuck somewhere in the assignment question, you can post it in the group. If Tanvir, I'm getting stuck here, we'll provide you support. And not only the assignment question, if you're working in project, if you're getting stuck in some SQL query, you can take the screenshot of that query, you can post it in our group. We will help you. Okay, and I know many of you have been referred by someone. Generally, more than 70% participants in each batch are referred. So you have got a feedback. That's why you have joined this. So we stick to our commitments in each and every batch. So whatever I'm telling you, we'll stick to it. Okay. Any other question?
No, that's all.
Okay, anyone? Any other question? Anyone? No? Okay. Please feel free and ask question if you have any. So I'm starting now. Okay.
So
First
hi
question
Tanvir,
is
this is
what?
Asim.
Yeah, Sir, tell me.
So the course is it is Monday to Friday or it is 7 days. Sorry, I joined late this demo session.
No issues. It's Monday to Friday.
Okay,
Monday to Friday, morning 7 to 9 a.m. IST. And the
okay.
duration will be 1 month. And recording will be provided after each and every class. The validity of recording will be for the next 2 years. Okay.
So mainly, so you will work on
This is the
MySQL,
syllabus.
SQL.
Again, good question. Good question. Good question. Question. So actually, we have different databases. Okay. Like we have Oracle, We have Nutiza,
Okay.
Data. Then you have a Snowflake. Then you have SSMS. SSMS is your Microsoft SQL Server, right?
Right.
Then you
Right.
have MySQL. Then you have Postgres. So these are the different databases on which you can write SQL queries. Okay. The
Okay.
SQL which I'll be teaching you, that will be the generic SQL. If I'm telling generic SQL, it means you can run that on any platform. But during this course, mostly I'll be teaching you on Oracle or SSMS, these two platforms. But many times the participants they get confused. Okay, Tanvir, I'm working in my project on a Snowflake. So will that be helpful? Of course. That's what I'm telling you. Whatever code I'll be covering during the class, you can run on any platform, wherever you want, your wish. It will work. So please don't think generally I'll be teaching on Oracle. See, this is Oracle. I'll be teaching you here and I will tell you how to install it. Don't worry about it. So don't get confused with Tanvir. Oh, you are teaching us on Oracle, but in my project, Tanvir, we are working on a Snowflake. So how that will be helpful? It's like suppose if you know how to ride a car and if you're riding a Toyota car, don't you think you can ride a Maruti or Hyundai or BMW or any other car? Because the process is same, no? Accelerator, brake, and clutch combination, right? That's what.
Right.
If you know how to write SQL query on one platform, you can write it in any other platform. I'll be teaching you on Oracle and SSMS. But maybe you want to practice on a Snowflake. Please go ahead. You can practice on a Snowflake. Or maybe in many companies nowadays they're using Postgres. You can execute your queries here. Everywhere it will work. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Any other question? Okay, fine. Let's start with the scratch. stands for structured query language. Why it is known as structured? That's a different topic of discussion. We'll discuss it at a later point of time. SQL is almost 45 years now in the IT industry. Okay. And like it is still, I can tell, like ruling the IT industry, especially after 2015. Okay. Because we have seen a lot of, 1 minute. Sir, can you switch off your video, please? Thank you. So after 2015, we have seen the birth of big data. So, and currently most of the projects in the IT industry is based on data only, most of the projects. So now the company, the stakeholders, the clients, they're looking for those individuals or professionals or the software engineers who can store data, who know how to process data, who know how to manipulate data, who know how to extract meaningful information from data. Like suppose if you're running a restaurant business and if you have 10, 10 restaurants at different locations in the country, so you need someone who can give you daily report that, okay, what was the total transaction today? What's the total profit today? In which location you're getting the maximum profit? In which location you're getting the minimum profit? How the profit is increasing month over month, quarter over quarter, right? How much salary you are giving. So these are the basic informations you need to understand how the business is performing. Is it making sense, right? Similarly, or I can give you example of my academy. Like we are running data analytics course, then we have SQL, Python, Power BI, Advanced Excel. Then we have classes for students studying in class 6 till 10. So maybe as an owner of this academy, I'll be interested in knowing, okay, from data analytics, the previous batch, how much we earned, how much salary we have given to the trainers, how much we have given to the admin team, accounts team, how much we have paid for the license, what's the gross revenue, what's the total revenue, right? Very common sense, correct? So it means I need someone who can store all this data. And whenever I need the information, they can fetch it and they can share that with me. Then only I can understand how my academy is performing, right? How many students were there? So out of those students, how many were non-technical? How many of them were technical, right? Then we take feedback, and from the feedback, we understand that okay, how many of them has given 5 star, 4 star, and then we take like suggestions and all those things. So for any business, the stakeholders they want to understand how the business is performing. So the first thing is to store the business data or the transactional data, correct? Are you understanding or not? Is it making sense?
Yes, it's going good, Tanvi.
Right? So that's a very basic thing. Or if anyone, and that's why nowadays in each and every business, whether you are in the life science, like take the example of hospital, we have Vedanta Hospital in Gurgaon, then Fortis, and many such big hospitals are there. So nowadays they are also looking for some data analysts. Why? Because they want someone who can analyze their data, like how many patients visited. Out of those patients, how many of them were male and female? Categorize them based on the age group, right? Then based on the disease and based on the country, like especially if you go to Medanta Hospital, you will see many patients are from Middle East, right? So they want to understand like how much they are getting revenue and the number of repeat patients, their satisfaction level, on which particular disease the most of the patients are visiting, right? For which doctor they're getting good feedback from medicines, how much revenue they are earning, right? From hospital rooms, how much they're earning, how much they're paying to the doctors, nurses. So that's why nowadays in each and every business, it's starting from e-commerce, hotels, hospitals, and like tech companies, the financial institutions, they all need someone who can process data, who can store data, who can analyze data. Because like data is getting what I can say, like generated like anything. You take the example of the transactions happening on Flipkart. Can you imagine the number of transactions happening on Flipkart or Amazon on daily basis? Millions of transactions, correct? Can you imagine if they don't have someone who can store the data, process the data, then how they can understand how the business is performing? Are you understanding, guys? So that's why nowadays the demand for the data specialist, when I'm telling data specialist, I'm targeting like the data engineers, the data analysts, the business analyst, the SQL developer, the data testers. They're a huge demand. That's the reason. Because like I've just given an example of e-commerce. Take the example of social media account. Can you imagine the number of transactions happening on that WhatsApp on a daily basis, YouTube, Instagram page, right? And the stakeholders, they have to analyze it in order to understand how the business is performing. So that's why SQL helps you to store data, to process data, to manipulate data, to extract meaningful information from data. So that is why SQL these days is like bread and butter in the IT industry. Literally, I can tell without SQL, it's very difficult to survive in the IT industry. So you understood the importance of SQL, right? So the first thing is then how to store data. So there's a concept of table. Okay, may I know how many of you have already studied SQL or the basics of SQL? Can you raise your hand? Either you studied SQL or the basics of SQL, anyone? Okay, Asif knows. Anyone else? Swapnil also knows. Lakshmikant knows. Good. Okay, fine. See, why I asked this question? Because I'm starting from very scratch. So maybe at a certain point of time, you might be thinking, you know all these things. But like I have to cater to the requirements of each one of us. So that's why I'll be starting from very scratch. So the first thing is table. What's a table? Table is an object where you can store data. So if I have to explain this to you in a very layman term, I can tell like table is like a house. In a house, you can stay, right? Suppose if I'm moving from Delhi to Chennai, if I'm getting transferred from Delhi to Chennai, so my first priority will be to search for a house because I have to stay there, right? Similarly, in any database project, the top priority is to store data. Now, to store data, you need some placeholder, you need some location where you can store data, right? So that's what is the table. Table is something where you can store data. Now let me give you this example. Suppose I have employee ID 1, name is John, location is Delhi. Employee ID 2, name is Krith, location is Chennai. 3, Mother, Pune. 4, Gaurav, Hyderabad. Just randomly I have taken this. This is an example of table. And here, these columns which I have mentioned, employee ID, EMP ID, which I have written in shortcut, this is employee ID. EMP name, this is employee name. This is location. So these are known as columns. They're also known as attributes. They're also known as fields. So if I will ask you, what are the columns in this table? The columns are employee ID, employee name, and location. So these are known as columns. In few projects, it's also known as attributes. They're also known as fields. So you can call them anyone. Okay. And then this table will be having some name. Let's say the name is employee, EMP. It means this is an employee table. And in this table, I have 3 columns: employee ID, employee name, and location. Okay. Now, this is known as record. This is first record. This is second record. This is third record. This is fourth record. So this is known as records, or they're also known as rows. They both are same. Now in this table, how many records we have? First record,
There are
second
4
record,
records.
third record, 4 records. So in this table, we have 4 records. Now, do we have any restriction on the number of records in a table? Like we can keep only 5 records, we can keep only 10 records, we can keep only 1 million records. Is there any restriction? Any idea?
No.
No.
No restriction.
There is no restriction on the number of records in a table. In a table, you can store 1 record, or in a table, you can store 100 million records, 500 million records. It is totally allowed. There is no restriction on the number of records in a table. Hope this point is clear. Is it making sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
done.
how many columns we have here?
Three columns.
We have 3 columns: employee ID, employee name, and location. So we have 3 columns. Again, is there any restriction on the number of columns? No restriction. In a table, you can have 1 column or 2 column or 3 column or 5 column or 10 columns or 100 columns. There is no restriction. It's equivalent to, like, suppose you want to construct a house. Is there any restriction you can construct only 2 BHK or 3 BHK or 4 BHK?
No.
Is there any restriction? There's no restriction. You can construct a house. You go and construct a studio or penthouse, 10 BHK. Nobody's going to stop you, right? Until unless you're following the, what I can say, like the government norms. Similarly, in a table, you can have any number of columns, you can have any number of records. There is no restriction. Is this point clear? Any question? Okay, why we are creating table? What is the need to create table? Who will answer? I want the session to be interactive, guys. Don't make it boring. Please answer. Why we need to create table?
To organize the data.
To store the data, right? Correct? Like suppose you all have joined this course. You attended the demo session today. If I have to make a note of your name, your location, your gender, your age, your highest qualification, so I have to store it somewhere, no? Right? So similarly, in the world of database, if you want to store data, we need table. So here the table name is employee, and these are the columns. These are the records. Any questions so far?
No, sir.
Question. Now, as I have mentioned here, and those who have joined late, the recording will be shared after the class. You can go through the recording. So these all are the databases on which you can write SQL query. But during this course, I'll be mainly teaching you on Oracle and SSMS. But I'm repeating, you can practice on any platform. Everywhere the SQL which I will teach you, it will work. Now I will start with the Oracle. How to install it? I have a complete 1 hour recording video on my YouTube channel. I will share the link after the class. You can go through the link and you can download this Oracle SQL Developer. But process of downloading this Oracle SQL Developer is a little bit complicated. If you miss a single step, the installation will fail. And if you'll try to uninstall and install again, it will never work. Okay. If you want to install Oracle SQL Developer, you have to be very careful. That's what I'm alarming you. If it will fail at any point of time, even I will not be there to help you because the error messages are very, what I can say, confusing and tedious to understand. Point number one. Then you will be having a question. Tanveer, I'm working on official laptop. And in my company, they will not allow me to download this. Right? It happens like if you're working in official laptop, so your company support team or the technical team, they will not allow you to download anything, right? My strong recommendation to everyone is what you can do. You better practice on, let me show you another one. On just a minute. You can practice on this platform, Oracle Live SQL. Yes, you have to type this. The benefit of this is you don't have to download anything here. This is browser based. No installation is required. Even if working on your official laptop, this will work. So my recommendation to everyone is don't involve yourself in downloading this Oracle SQL Developer. Better go with this option, Oracle Live SQL. I have to click on it. Don't make a note of anything, guys. Everything will be shared. The classroom notes, everything will be shared with you. Just listen to my lecture. After that, you have to click on Start Coding. It's very simple. Then it will, you will get a page. So because I have logged in, so directly I'm getting this page. But you will get a new page where you have to create your account. It will ask basic details like your name, your company name, your designation, and your Gmail ID, your contact number. So company name, you can write anything. Even if you're not working, write it NA. If you so you can write NA. So but your Gmail ID should be the correct one because they will send a confirmation link on the Gmail ID and then you have to approve it. And then you will set a password and then you can log in. Okay. Once you will log in, you will get this page. So now here you can write your queries. Is this clear? Any question here?
Yes, clear, sir.
Okay. But still, if you are getting struck while practicing on it, you take the screenshot. Whenever you're getting struck while practicing SQL queries or anything, you take the clear screenshot and post it in the group and tag me, Tanveer, I'm facing this issue. our team will help you there. Okay. Now, coming back to this. So now the question is this table, the columns, and these records. I have created this one in this Excel sheet, right? But now we have to create this in a database. That's what we're going to check, how we can create a table in a database. Okay. First of all, you have to write create table EMP. From this create table EMP, your SQL engine will understand that the user wants to create a table with the name EM2. Now, this table name can be anything, whatever you want. Even if I want, I can give my name. It's allowed. Table name can be anything. If you want to give your name, Madhur, you can give your name. There's no restriction on the table name. When you work in project, so your client will tell you what should be the table name. Okay. So let's say I'm creating a table with the name employees. I'll write here create table EMP. Is this clear? Now, there are two types of keywords in SQL. One is reserved keywords, and the other is user-defined keywords. Reserved keywords are those keywords which SQL engine has a special meaning. It means the SQL engine knows what to do. So I have written here create. This comes under reserved keyword. Why? Because the moment you will write create, the SQL engine will understand your user wants to create something. That's why this is a reserved keyword. And table, this is also a reserved keyword. Why? Because engine knows you want to create a table. Now this EMP, employee, this is not a reserved keyword. This is a user defined keyword because I, as a user, has full freedom to create a table with any name. So I want to create a table with the name EMP employee here. This is allowed. Is this clear so far? Are you understanding, guys? Is this clear? Any question?
Yes, Tanna, good to go.
Am I going fast or is it too slow? Any quick feedback?
It's quite good enough, Tanvir, to understand what are you saying and what you are going on.
Okay. Let me know if you think I'm going fast or a bit slow. Okay. Now, here I have written create table employee. It means I'm telling SQL engine that I want to create a table with the name employee. Then we have to mention the column names. So what are the column names here? EMP ID, EMP name, and location. So within bracket, then you have to mention like what all columns you want. So I want EMP ID, EMP name, and location. Got it? Then after this, you have to mention that what type of data you want to store here. If you see this Excel sheet in EMP ID, what type of data we are storing? These all are numbers, right? Or integers. Whenever you want to store numbers or integers, you have to write int. It means you are telling to the SQL engine in the EMP ID column, you want to store integers. Is this clear? So this is known as data type. So int it stands for integer. It's a one data type. So from this it is clear you are telling to the SQL engine you want to store integers or numbers in this EMP ID column. Now similarly EMP name, what we are storing? Alphabets, right? These all are English alphabets, correct? So whenever in a column, you have to store alphabets, you have to write varchar. Varchar stands for variable character. Okay. And then here you have to give the size. Size can be anything, 50, 10, 100, anything, your wish. Generally, I give 50, but it's purely your wish. You can give any size. Suppose if in a column you have to store address, so obviously the size should be 100 or 200, right? Now, similarly, can you tell me in this location column what you are storing? Alphabets. What should be the data type of location? Varchar.
Is it variable characters on it?
Correct. So whenever you have to store alphabets, the data type should be varchar. Again, I will give the size 50. And then at the end, give a semicolon. And then you select it and click on this run button. If you'll practice Oracle Live SQL, you will get this is the run button there. Okay. Any questions so far? No questions. Okay. So you select it. Now click on this green color run button. So I'm clicking on it. Now see. For 1 minute. Let me clear this and run it again. See. What is the message here? You're getting some error message, no? What is the message?
A name is already existing in the object.
Name is already used by an existing object. Actually, what has happened in this database, already I have a table with the name EMP. So in a database, it is not allowed to have two tables with the same name. So already someone has created a table with the name EMP. That's why the SQL engine is telling me that it is not allowed. Name is already used by an existing object. It means already there's a table with the name EMP. So we will not allow you to create a new table with the same name. That's why it is throwing error message. So from this error message, one thing is crystal clear. You cannot create two tables with the same name in a database. Is this point clear?
Yeah, clear.
Now, during this course, I'll be teaching you a lot of misconceptions in SQL. So what you have to do, you have to prepare a separate notebook, SQL notebook. And in that notebook, once the class means after each and every class, whatever misconceptions you're learning, you make a note of it. That will be like a one-stop shop for you. And suppose if you have interview scheduled, so one day before the interview or even like few hours before the interview, if you'll just go through these misconceptions now, you will get a good idea. And generally during the interview, the interviewers, they ask questions on the misconceptions or the corner scenarios. They will not ask very straightforward scenario. So because they know like these are the areas where a student or candidate can get confused. That's what I will recommend to have a separate SQL notebook, and whatever misconceptions especially will be covering, make a note of it. Means on an average, in each and every class, I'll be covering 2 or 3 misconceptions. So I think hardly it will take 5 minutes to note it down. But don't note it down during the class. Once the class is over, then you make a note of it. Okay. So now this is throwing error message. So what to do? Now you have two options. Either you change the name of this table, you give any other name, your wish, or The second option is you delete the previously created table. The table which you have already created in the database with the name EMP, you have to delete it. So which option is better one? The option number one to change the name of this, or the option number two to delete the employee table which is already created?
Option number one.
Option number one. Okay. Any other thought?
Option 2, Tanvir, because we
Option
never
two.
were what are the tables or data inserted in the first name, right?
Okay. Fine. Good. See, actually, both the options are correct. It purely depends on your project requirement. Okay. And one more thing, like most of the examples which I'll be quoting during this course will be based on my real-time experience of working in the project. So I will give you examples like the client will ask you this data, and this is how you have to handle. This is what I did in my project. Okay. So all those things will help you to understand like typical tasks of a data analyst. Now, see, option number one. Suppose I will change the name of this employee table. Let's keep it EMP1 or any other name you want, you can give it. Just randomly, I'm giving EMP1. Okay. Now I'm executing it. Now see, what's the message? Table EMP1 is created. So now the table has been created, no? Right? But this approach has a problem. Suppose I created this table and I will show this to my client. Okay, the table has been created. Don't you think that the client will be confused here? Client will tell you, Tanvir, I told you to create an EMP table. Why you created EMP1? I will tell you because this EMP table was already there in the database. It's not allowing me because as per the rule, it is not allowed to create two tables with the same name, right? So the client will tell you, okay, who told you to change the name? That's why this is very important. If you're working in project, you have to do anything as per the client requirements. It's very simple. Suppose you went in a showroom and suppose, let's say you want to buy a white color full sleeve shirt. Okay. You told to the salesman, okay, I want a white color full sleeve shirt of 40 size. Let's say they don't have white color full sleeve shirt of 40 size. They have half sleeve. And they packed it half sleeve. Will you agree with them? Of course, no. Right? You will tell to the salesman, "Arey yaar, I told you full sleeve. Why you have packed half sleeve?" They will tell you, sorry, we don't have full sleeve. Then what will be your response? You will tell if the full sleeve is not there, at least you should have asked me, no? Right? Similarly, when you're working in project, each and everything has to be clearly communicated with the client. Understood? If the EMP table is already in the database, you don't have that authority, you don't have the power, you will create a new table with this name. Is this point clear? Is this clear? Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to ask your client what to do. Already we have a table. If the client is asking, okay, change the name, then you have to ask which name you want. And accordingly, you have to assign a new name. This is option number one. Now, option number two, you thought, okay, delete the previous table. So to delete the table, this is the statement. We'll discuss at a later point of time that what is this job, how it works. So if you see the syllabus, we have a separate topic in this one. We'll discuss in detail about this. So for the time being, just understand if you have to delete a table, you have to write drop table employee. The previous table will be deleted. Okay. Now, I'm going with this option. So the EMP table, which was already in the database, it is dropped now. Drop means deleted. So now can I create a table with the name EMP? Is that allowed now? Can you go on
No,
mute, please? I'm getting back. Yeah, Asif, what are you telling?
we cannot delete the existing table. If suppose this table is using on some other place,
Hmm,
so we need to ask from the client the same for before the deletion.
Correct.
If
Correct. Suppose previously created EMP table, some other team members are using it, right? Maybe in some other project they're using it, and you deleted it. So you can understand the consequences, correct? So that's why randomly you cannot go and you can delete a table. That's also not allowed. You have to connect with the client. You have to go through proper channel. If if no one is using that table, then you can delete it. That's why I told both the options are correct, but that has to be clearly communicated with the client. And as per the client or your project manager suggestion, you have to do accordingly. Is this point clear? But in this course, during this course, what you will do in those scenarios, you can delete it because we are just learning it. We are in the training phase. But in the project, you have to be very careful. Okay. So now see, I will execute this. So see, table EMP created. So this is how you have to create a table. Now you can ask a question. Okay, tell me what is the proof if this table has been created, right? So to check the proof, what you can do, you can execute this command, DESC. So DESC means describe. It means describe. It means I am telling SQL engine, please describe the EMP table. Now see, it has described now. It means this table has the EMP ID as one column, EMP name as another column, location is another column, and this is the data type. It means this table has been successfully created in the database. Any questions so far? Are you following up, guys?
Yes,
Okay. Now the table has been created. What next? You constructed the house. What you will do after that? Maybe you will go and shift there, you will start staying or you will rent it, right? Similarly, the table has been created. Now, the next thing is to store data. Now, to store data in a table, you have to write insert into EMP. So when you're writing insert into EMP, it means you are telling SQL engine, okay, I want to store data in the CMP table. And then you have to write your values. It means what all values you want to store. Suppose the employee ID is 1. Name is Asif. Location is Delhi. So this is how you can store data in a table. The one which I have written, this is the EMP ID. Asif, which we have written, is the employee name. Delhi, which I have written, is the location. Few points which you have to be very careful. Point number 1. The sequence matters here. If I'm telling sequence matters, it means while creating the table, you have kept EMP ID first. And while inserting the record as well, you have to keep EMP ID first. Then you have taken EMP name, so then you have to write the employee name. Then the location, then you have to give the location. Okay. If you will, by mistake, if you will shuffle it, by shuffling, I mean like suppose if you have written like this. So this is incorrect. This is not allowed. Then what will happen? One will be stored in EMP ID. Then Delhi will be stored in the employee name, and the Asif will be stored in the location. So the summary is sequence matters. Hope this is clear. Okay. Point number 2. The columns which are varchar, like the employee name, varchar, location, varchar. So the columns which are varchar, that has to be in inverted quotes. You see this EMP name, this is in inverted quotes. Location, this is in inverted quotes. That's what the columns which are varchar, that has to be in inverted quotes. It's mandatory. Otherwise, it will throw error message. These 2 points are very important. Okay. You know what you have to do? Select it, click on the run button. Now see the message. One row inserted. It means one record has been inserted in the table. Which table? EMP table. Any questions so far? Anyone? Hope all is good.
Tanvir, I have a doubt here.
Yes.
Suppose, as you said, the before example, if you mismatches a name with the place and place with the name, so do we get any error message or else any pop-up?
No. In this case, it will not throw error message. But what will happen? This daily will be stored in the employee name, and Asif will be stored in the location. Understood?
Yes, Tanvir.
There is a special scenario where it will throw error message that we'll discuss at a later point of time. When the data type mismatch will happen, then it will throw error message. Any other question? Is this clear to everyone so far? Now the question is, okay, fine, Tanvir, you have created a table, you inserted data, but what is the proof? How we can check that this data has been inserted, right? Whenever you want to check the data is inserted or not, you have to execute this query, select. The meaning of select. The meaning of select is to display. Whenever I will write select, it means I'm telling SQL engine to display. Okay. Then you have to write the column names, EMP ID, EMP name, location. It means you're telling SQL engine, please display the data which is stored in the employee ID, employee name, and location column. But these columns are present in which table? Employee table. So you have to write from employee, which means you're telling, please display employee ID, employee name, and location column values, which is present in employee table. Now I'm executing it. Are you getting this data? This is what we inserted right now, no? Hope this is clear. Is it making sense?
Yes, Tanvir.
Similarly, if you want to store these records to Chennai, so what you can do, same script, you copy it. You write here to Chennai. Select it, execute. One word inserted. Again, if you want to verify whether this has been inserted or not, so what you will do? Again, execute the same thing. Select EMP ID, EMP name, location, this one. Now see you're getting two page Chennai. So far, we studied how to create a table and how to insert data. Any question? No questions?
Tanvi, one question.
Yeah, yes, please.
Okay, for example, if you are working on the real scenario, okay, we have
Mm,
almost like 20 or 30 columns, and we have the
mm,
for every day we'll be getting around example like 10,000 of inventories. So do
mm.
we need to enter all those manually like this, or will be there any shortcut something?
Good question. Valid question. With Tanvir, I'm working in a project and we get, let's say, millions of transactions on a daily basis. So do you think, Tanvir, on daily basis, we have to write this insert script? Of course, no. So in those scenarios, what happens? The data will be an Excel sheet, right? Correct.
Yes,
Maybe
yes, sir.
Excel or CSV or any other platform.
Hmm.
Okay, or dot or XLS or XML. So we have a concept of loader. Okay. So directly through loader, you can mention the location where the data is stored, maybe in Excel sheet. And from that, automatically it will extract data and it will load that in the table. And actually, that is what used in the project. The one which I'm showing you as of now. Okay, this is the technique when you want to store few records. But when you want to store millions of records, that is the task of data engineers. Okay, how you can store millions of records. Okay, so in those cases, we take the help of loader, or you can also do that with the help of Python. You can connect Python to the database, maybe Oracle or Snowflake on whatever you're working, and then you can give the location of the data where it is stored. From there, the Python will extract all the data and it will store that in the table. And that's the task of data engineers to load the data. That is the main task. Okay. So
Got
what
it.
I'm showing you here, this is like manually how to do this. So hope I answered your question, Chanakya.
Yes, Tanvi. Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, similarly, I have three Madhur Pune. What I will do here, three Madhur Pune. One more thing. Suppose I want to insert two records at a time. So you create two insert script. And what I have for Gaurav Hyderabad. Now see, I will select both of them. This also you can do. Select both of them, click on the run button. Okay. Now if you want to check this, you execute this query. What's the meaning of this query? Here we are telling SQL engine to display employee ID, employee name, and location from the employee table. Now check the output. Are you getting all the records? So this is how you can create table and you can store data in a table. Any questions so far? Now then you can ask a question. Okay, Tanvi, in my table I have 100 columns. So do you think I have to write each and every column here in select? No, there is a shortcut for it. What you can do, can you please go on mute? I'm getting some background noise. Mute everyone. Okay. So in that case, what you can do, you can write select a star from employee. The meaning of this star is you are telling display all the columns. So let me execute it. We're getting the same output now. So the benefit of this is you don't have to manually write each and every column. When we just write a star, the SQL engine will understand, oh, user wants all the columns. Hope this is clear. Let's say, suppose your client is telling, you don't display employee ID, just show me employee name and location. So you can write employee name, comma, location from EMP. The meaning of this is you are telling SQL engine, please display employee name and location from the employee table. So now you will get employee name and location, right? Or you want only location. So you write only location in select. It means select is your playground. Whatever you want to display, you just write it there. You'll get that information. I've done select location from employee. It is showing me all the locations what we have in the employee table. So select is your playground. Whatever you want to display, you keep it in the select. Those columns will be displayed. Any questions so far, anyone?
Tanvir, one question. Suppose I need to fetch only, in the first row, we have, Asif. I need to fetch that specific name. How should we fetch that?
Okay.
Due to
Coming
some
to that one.
circumstances, we need to fetch that one. How we can do it?
Good question. Coming to that only now. So far, any question, whatever I covered so far till here, any question, anyone? Okay, I think all clear so far. Now, next scenario. Suppose in this employee table, my client is asking me, then will show me the details of the employee whose name is Asif, right? Don't show me all the details. Just show me the details of employee whose name is Asif. So it means we have to apply filter. You know filter, right? In our day-to-day life, we are using filters, right? If you want to buy something, let's say you want to buy AC, air conditioner, you apply filter on app like you want 1 ton or 1.5 ton or 2 ton. You want the split AC or window AC. Or if you want to buy mobile, we'll apply filter based on the RAM, based on the camera, processor, right? Similarly, in the world of SQL, we have filter. And the filter is where? Filter is where? So where is used to filter the data. So you can write here where employee name equals Asif. So from this engine, we'll understand that, user wants to filter the employee name Asif. And in the output, you will get only the records which has the name Asif. You can check it. I'm waiting only Asif now. Is this clear to everyone? Okay. Now, how this query is getting executed, let's try to understand this. That is more important. Now, when I written this query, executed this, I got the output Asif. But how it is getting executed, let's try to understand. Whenever you click on run button, at the back end, what happens? The SQL engine will check the syntax. When I'm telling syntax, it means have you written the query correctly or not? Like, see, the same query. If I will keep this from after where, see, query is same, right? You compare this first query and the second query. Query is same, right? But I'm executing query 2. Check the output. Are you getting any output? No. It's throwing error message, right? Why? Because you are violating the syntax. As per the syntax, from should be written before where, but you have written from after where. So that's why this query has thrown error message. That is what I'm telling. When you execute any query, when you click on the run button, first of all, engine will check whether the query is following the correct syntax or not. If the syntax is not correct, it will throw error message. Like how you when you withdraw money from ATM, when you will insert your ATM card, first of all, it will do all the validations whether the card is authentic or not, password is correct or not, do you have sufficient balance or not, right? And then it will give you the money. Similarly, when you execute a query, first of all, it will check at the backend that whether the query is having the correct code or not. Is this clear? So this is known as syntax check. After that, it performs semantics check. Semantics check means the SQL engine will check whether the table name EMP, do you have this table name in the database or not? Do you have this column or not? Suppose you are trying to fetch data from this table. Suppose I'm writing here rough. Have we created the table name rough? No, we have not created, right? See, I'm executing this query. It's throwing error message that the table does not exist. But that is known as semantics check. The engine will check whether you have this table or not, you have this column or not, right? Now, suppose I will write here EMP. Here I will write. What about this query if I will execute? What will be the output? Any thought? What will be the output here? It will throw error message. See, I'm getting error message. Why? Because this column name is not present in this empty table. This is also known as semantics check. So when you execute any query, so the engine will first of all check whether you are following the rules and regulations or not. The table name is present or not. The column names are present or not. Now see, I'm executing this query, I'm getting the output. That's the first thing. The second thing is then the order of execution. This is known as SQL order of execution. This is the most important thing. Or literally, I can tell, okay, in this course, this is what we'll be discussing. This is the main heart of SQL. So when you write a SQL query, you start with a select, right? First of all, we write select, then from, then where. But the way how engine executes query is different. Engine will start with the from first. First of all, from will be executed. So this is the from. Now, what's the meaning of from? From means you are telling to the SQL engine, okay, I want data from the employee table. So the engine will start searching this employee table in the entire database. And then it will take a copy of it. So this is the employee table. It will take a copy of it and it will keep it in the temporary memory. Is this point clear? Is this clear so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, from is executed. Then you have join, but you don't have join in this query. So this will be bypassed. Then you have where. Now, what is the task of where? Task of where is to apply filter. The engine will check, oh, we have this where. Where means to apply filter. Now, which column you have to apply filter? EMP name. We have written a where EMP name. It means we have to apply filter on this EMP name column. Okay. But what value you want to filter? Asif. So engine will understand, oh, in this employee name column, I have to search for Asif. Engine will start with the first record. First record. Is this Asif? Yes. This is a perfect match. This record will be selected. Hope this is clear to everyone. Okay, tell me one thing. We were searching for Asif. We found Asif here. Hence, it's a purely a coincidence. We're searching for Asif and it is present in the first record itself. So do you think engine will search the second record, third record, and fourth record, or do you think it will stop here? What is your thought?
Tanvir, come again. I didn't have that question.
My question is, we were searching for Asif, right? So engine will start searching Asif in this EMP name column. So here in the first record itself, we found Asif. So my question is, do you think engine will search the second record, third record, fourth record? Suppose if we have 100 million records in this table. So do you think engine will search all the 100 million records, or it will stop here because we found Asif here itself? What is your thought? It will keep on searching or it will stop here?
It will keep on searching, Tanvir, because it will grab the data, the
Hmm.
name with the Asif in the entire 100 or else whatever the infinity records from the table.
Okay. Any other thought? Okay. Tell me one thing. Don't you think it is possible that in a company we can have multiple employees with the same name? Yes, possible. Or maybe in the e-commerce transaction. Don't you think it is possible that you can have multiple customers with the same name? Possible, right? So that is why there are chances, there are possibilities that there'll be another employee with the same name Asif. So you have to filter all those Asif. No, you're understanding or not, guys? Suppose I want to buy a mobile of 6 GB RAM. I open that Amazon app and I've given the filter 6 GB RAM I want. Do you think it will just show me one mobile of 6 GB RAM or all the possible mobiles, whatever they have in the inventory of 6 GB RAM? What do you think? It will show me all the records, right? Correct? Okay. I'm not sure why you guys are not responding. Maybe not able to understand. Anyway, so it will keep on searching. So the second record is Prith. We are searching for Asik. So this record will be selected or rejected. This will be rejected. Then next record, Madhur. We are searching for Asif, but this is Madhur. This will also be rejected. Then this is Gaurav. We are searching for Asif. This will also be rejected. These records will be rejected. Then after where the engine will go to select keyword. So now select will be executed. What is the task of select? Select means to display. So what you are telling to display here? Star. What is the meaning of the star? All the columns. So you're telling display all the columns along with the selected records. Now, how many records are selected? Only one record. Engine will display this record in the output. That is why when I'm executing this query, I'm getting this record in the output. But this is how the engine works at the backend to fetch the data. This is what you have to understand in this course. Any questions so far? Okay, no
No.
questions. Okay. Now, suppose next scenario. Okay, let's take a short break. It's 8:22 in my machine. Let's take a short break for 5 minutes and we'll be back at 8:27. Okay. So we'll be back at 8:27, guys. Thank you. Let's proceed further. Any questions so far, anyone? No questions. Now, suppose another scenario. From this employee table, now my client is asking to fetch the data of those employees who are from Delhi. So can you tell me the query? We have to apply filter. Yes. On which column?
Location,
Location. What should be the value which we have to filter?
Delhi.
Okay. Let me execute this. Is this the correct order? Is this the correct order? Yes. So I'm getting the details of that particular employee who is from Delhi. Okay. Now, suppose we have one more employee. Let's say I have one more employee. It means that one more record, ID 5. His name is, what should I take? Chanakya. He's also from Delhi. Okay. Now, if you see this employee table, this is the data we have. Okay. Now, suppose my client is asking the same question. It then will show me the records who are from Delhi. So I'm executing the same query, this one. Now let's check the output. Do you think this is the correct output?
Not Tanvir.
Oh, why? What's the problem here?
Tanvir, there's a conflict here because for Asif it was on like it was not in caps, and for Chanakya it was in a caps. It's on bold letters.
Okay.
So
Okay,
does it make a difference?
Yeah. One thing is crystal clear here. Asif and Chanakya, they both are from Delhi, right? So if I will publish this data, of course, my client will ask this question. Tanvir, Asif and Chanakya, I could see like two employees are from Delhi. Why you're showing only Asif, right? So do you think client will agree with this data? No. Client will tell Tanvir, I could see Asif and Chanakya, they both are from Delhi. Why you're showing only Asif? Correct? So the reason is, let's try to understand what is happening here. So when I'm executing this query, which keyword will be executed first? Check this one, from. First of all, from will be executed. What SQL engine will do? It will take a copy of this employee table, right? This is what I told you, no? It will take copy of this employee table. Now, after from, which keyword will be executed? Where. Now, what is the task of where? To apply filter. On which column you want to apply filter? Location. What value you want to filter? Daily, right? Now, engine will start searching this daily in this location column one by one. First record, is this daily same as this daily? Yes, so this is selected. This is Chennai, you are searching for Delhi. So this will be selected or rejected? Rejected.
Rejected.
Now, what about this? Rejected. Because you're searching for Delhi, this is Pune, rejected. What about this? Rejected. Now, what about this? Is this Delhi and this Delhi are same? I need your response here. I'm waiting.
It's not same, Tanvir, because it's a case
Not
sensitive.
same. Correct. It is not same. Suppose my Gmail account password is good at 123. Suppose this is the password of my Gmail account. And suppose if I'm trying to log in like this, will I get access? No. You all know that passwords are case sensitive, right? So that's why this will not give me access because the passwords are case sensitive. Similarly, data is also case sensitive. You are searching for this Delhi, which has D in uppercase, but ELHI in lowercase. And this Delhi, where everything is in uppercase. So do you think this Delhi which you are searching and this Delhi are same? No, they're not same, right? So that's why this will be selected or rejected.
Rejected.
Reject,
Rejected.
right. And then select will come into picture. What is the task of select? To display. What you want to display here? Star. What is the meaning of a star? All the columns, right? See, you have to understand the meaning of each and every keyword. That is how means you will learn SQL. So we are telling here to display each and every column. So copy all the columns along with the selected records. So you selected only this record. That's why we are getting this in the output. So you understood no why Chanakya is not coming in the output. Is that clear?
Yes, Tanvir.
But suppose if I will tell to my client that this is the reason we cannot display Chanakya. So suppose client is telling, I want Chanakya as well. So now for that, what I will do, I will write this query. Now, tell me. I'm exec. Oh. Yeah, it's a problem there. Now tell me. I'm executing it. I'm getting Chanakya now.
Yes, Tanvir.
So this is correct now.
Yes.
You all agree? Understood?
Yes, Tanvir.
But this query has a problem. What's the problem here? Tell me. Now, suppose the client will tell, suppose if I have another employee, okay, I have another employee, let's say Tom, he's also in Delhi, and Delhi is written like this. Then it means I have to execute one more query and I have to write location equals Delhi all in lowercase. Correct? So how many such queries you will write here? Are you understanding my point?
Yes, Tanvir. Got you.
How many such combinations you will write? This is not a feasible solution if you will write this query with all the cases of Delhi, lowercase, uppercase. How many combinations you will get? Can you imagine? Right? This is not a good solution. So the client is telling me, can we write a single query and show me all the employees who are from Delhi? Are you understanding the problem statement?
Yes, Tanvir.
Yes, Tanvir.
So for that, what we have to do now in this query, I need to do some modifications. What I will do here, I will write upper. I will explain this, don't worry. Just look into the output and tell me. Is this the correct output now? Is this the correct output? Expected output?
Yes, Tanvir.
Yes. Let's say I have one more employee. The ID is 6. Suppose name is Tom. He's also in Delhi, but suppose all are in lowercase. Now see, I'm executing this. Check. Am I getting all the Delhi? Right?
Yes.
So now the interesting question is how this upper keyword is fetching me all the records who are from Delhi. Very interesting scenario. So let's try to understand this. I executed this query. I'm getting all the employees who are from Delhi. Got it? So I have a question for you. If I will show this data to my client, do you think he will agree? Yes, this is what I'm looking for.
No,
Yes.
Tanvir.
Why no?
Because the case sensitive things, right? Like it's not a proper data we want here, right?
No, but the client told me show me all the employees who are from Delhi. So I'm showing all the employees who are from Delhi.
So in
This
that
is what
case,
client told. This is what client told. I'm not bothered about the case. Just show me all the employees who are from Delhi. So now I'm showing all the employees, Asif, Chanakya, and Tom. They all are from Delhi. Got it?
yeah, yes, Tanvir.
Now let's try to understand how this query is getting executed at the backend by the SQL engine. So which keyword will be executed first here?
Select.
No. First from.
From.
Right. See, this is what you have to refer. This is what. First you have from. So first of all, from will be executed. I totally understand. I have written this query starting with select first. So this is known as the user order of execution. It means how the user is writing the query. But the way how the engine will write query is different. That is known as SQL order of execution. This one. This is what you have to understand. So SQL will start with from keyword. From employee. So it will take a copy of the employee table. Hope this is clear. This is the employee table. After from, which keyword will be executed?
Where?
Where. What is the task of where keyword? To apply filter. To filter. Correct. Task of where is to apply filter. On which column you want to filter here?
Location.
No. Upper location.
Upper. No.
After where, what I have written?
Upper location.
Upper location. It means we have to apply filter on upper location. Understood?
Yes, Tanvir.
Now, what is the meaning of upper location? Upper location means you are telling to the SQL engine in the location column, whatever you have, please convert it into uppercase. So whatever you have here, all this will be converted into uppercase. See, all are converted into uppercase. And where this conversion will happen? In the temporary memory. Please don't be under the impression that, oh, here everything will be converted into uppercase. No, it will not disturb your main table. I'm getting background noise. It will not touch your main table. It will be as it is. If I'm telling upper location, it means in the temporary memory somewhere it will convert all those things into uppercase. Is this point clear?
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay. Now in this upper location, what you are searching?
Delhi.
You are searching this Delhi, right? Correct? Now, is this Delhi same as this Delhi? Selected. What about these three records? Rejected. What about this two Delhi? They are same as this?
Yes.
Selected. So this record is selected. It means this is selected. These three are rejected. This is selected. Hope this is clear.
Yes, Tanvir. Got it.
Okay. So that's why now select will be executed. What is the task of select? To display. So what you want to display here? Star. What is the meaning of a star? All the columns. It will copy all the columns along with the selected records. So that is why you're getting this in the output. Do you have any question? Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, Tanvir.
If it is clear, I have a question for you, for everyone. Question is, if I will execute this query, then what will be the output?
The same, Tanvir. All the three, Asif, Chanakya, and Tom will get.
I
Yes,
will get all these three.
yes, agreed, Chanakya.
You all agree? Asif, what is your thought? Asif is on mute.
So,
Okay. I will not execute it. Let's first analyze it, and then we will check our analysis is same as the output of SQL engine or not, right? Okay. Which keyword will be executed first here?
From.
From. Good. From employee will be executed first. So engine will take a copy of the employee table. Next, which keyword?
Where.
where?
Where. What is the task of where?
Filter.
To
To filter. On which column you want to filter?
upper location.
Upper location. Good. What is the meaning of upper location? What is the meaning of upper location? What I have taught you? Upper location means whatever you have in the location column, everything will be converted into uppercase. But where? Main table or temporary memory?
Temporary.
Temporary memory. Very important thing. Please don't get confused here. Tanvir is telling in the main employee table, all these things will be converted into uppercase. No. See, the proof is even if after executing this query, if I will check the employee table, check the location column. It is as it is. It is not converted all in uppercase, right? So this conversion of uppercase will happen in the temporary memory. Hope this is clear, everyone.
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, in this upper location, what you are searching?
You're searching for Delhi.
You are searching this Delhi. Now, here is the twist. Very interesting scenario. This is my favorite interview question. I used to ask this question in interview. Is this Delhi same as this Delhi? Now tell me. Are they same?
No.
No. So this will be selected or rejected?
Rejected.
Rejected. Very good. What about this? Rejected. What about this?
Rejected.
Rejected. What about this? Rejected. You see, when you are converting everything in uppercase, then why you are searching this lowercase ELHI? Will you get it? Right? Now tell me what will be the output if I will execute this query. Have you selected any record?
No.
No. Will you get anything in the output?
No, Tanmay.
No. Check it. Now I'm executing and verify our analysis is correct or not. Are they getting any output?
No.
Is that clear?
Yes, Tanmay.
Okay. So see, actually, this is a contradictory statement. Why I'm telling this is a contradictory, boss? If you're converting everything in uppercase, then why you are searching lowercase here? Will you get it? You went into a veg restaurant and you're asking for non-veg. It's again a contradictory, right? Same thing is happening here. You converted everything in uppercase, then boss, why you are searching case data? Will you get it ever? Not possible. So if it, okay, now next scenario. Can you tell me the output for this query? What will be the output for this? Tell me.
There will be no output.
No
Zero
output.
records.
Zero records. Good.
Yeah.
No output, right? So that is why it's very important to understand how your query is getting executed at the backend. So that you'll understand, oh, how the engine is working. And then that will help you in writing complex SQL queries. Hope this is clear. So whenever you're writing upper, this has to be in uppercase. Then you will get the output. Okay. Fine, then I will stop here. Similar to upper, we have lower as well, which we'll discuss in the next class. I will stop here. I hope you all have understood, especially those who are from a non-technical background. Now tell me, someone told I am from the non-technical background. I forgot who told. Have you understood each and everything what I covered now?
Yes, sir. Actually, I am from also non-technical background, and 60% I can understand, and 40%
Um,
let after practice I will answer.
Correct. Totally agree.
Yeah.
See, more than 40-50% are you able to understand, then you can cope up with this. To be very frank, I'm telling you. It's okay. But even
After doing
after my
assignment and
lecture,
all that have to understand, I think, right?
correct, yeah, yeah, and go through the recording as well. After the class, again, go through the recording. It will be more crystal clear. And then obviously you have to work on the assignment. Working on the assignment is very important. Okay. So I will stop here. I repeat, the class timing is Monday to Friday, morning 7 to 9. The course duration is 1 month. Those who are listening me through the recording or YouTube, this is my contact number. Or I think most of you are in the group. Already, those who have already enrolled in the course. So you have been added in the target group, right? You don't have to do anything now. We will communicate each and every step. Those who wants to enroll, so they can ping me on my personal window WhatsApp. We'll let you know the process. Now, do you have any question? So the internal participants, so you're also requested so to connect with me on my personal window WhatsApp. Okay. So fine then, we'll stop here. I will share the recording. It will take another 1 hour to share the recording today. But generally, after each and every class, it takes hardly 5 to 10 minutes to share the recording, and the classroom notes, everything will be shared. So thanks a lot, everyone. We'll connect in the next class. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Tanvir.